Some of the changes we made to the kitchen slash entry off the garage. This hallway, of course, was added and ended up putting a light. Again, you can see the X on the floor, which means there'll be a light there. So here we have a switch here that'll control the light to turn it on and off. And it's a three-way, so you can turn it on and off here as you enter or leave to the garage. Right here's the garage door. And then just a short distance away, put another three-way, so you don't have to walk back and forth to turn this light on and off. But I wanted to make a separate light here just to make this a little brighter when you wanted it to, but by leaving it separate from the kitchen, then you get that separation, kind of makes it different, you know, light and dark. So anyhow, so that's the simple change here in the hallway. And then this here, this will be a four-way switch. So now as you enter the kitchen, you can switch the overhead lights, not the island light, but the overhead lights from here. And then you can switch it if you go this way, so here, and then as you leave the room. So trying to look at the flow of entry and exit, you know, where are you coming in? Can you turn the lights on? And where are you leaving? Can you turn the lights off? So I put a four-way switch in there. And then where the X's are, there's a light, 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 and that of course corresponds to overhead lights. Okay, and these are directional lights, so you can rotate these around and point them. You know, if we want to point them at the counters, we can. Once the final configuration is done, you can move every light individually to make sure that it's hitting the spot you want it to hit. Same thing here, but on this side I put four in, so these correspond. Like here, this light is level or in alignment with the light on the other side. Here, here, here. But because the pantry's here, I want it to have more light so I can find my Fritos. So I put an overhead light in right in front of the floor-to-ceiling pantry. The island will go here, of course, and you know there'll be an overhead light there. And that overhead light is only going to be controlled by a single switch here. Maybe it could have been there, but you know, it's just over the island. So anyhow, the overhead lights are on a four-way switch. The island light is just on that switch. On this side, this was an existing outlet, so we just left it. This actually was an existing outlet for the microwave. We just had for the dishwasher. So I just had to move that to be in the correct spot for the microwave that's in this cabinet. That was an existing outlet, and then I just added one more just because there aren't a lot of outlets here. And of course we can add more outlets in the island, but you know, along this wall there aren't a lot of outlets and there isn't much space to put any in because you know it's the windows and you can't put an outlet in the window. This vent was moved, used to be over here where the wall used to be, but since the wall's not there, the vent couldn't be there anymore, so we put the vent into this wall. And here's where the double oven goes. So the double oven had to have heavier duty wire put in. I'll just swing around here. You can still see it. So this is the new wiring that had to be brought in. That's 6 gauge, which gives you a 50 amp wire for a double oven. That's super beefy. And this is the pot filler. So this, of course, will be above the stovetop. And now we've got a pot filler for that area. Installed a refrigerator valve. So now when we put the water line in, hopefully we don't have that copper breaking. And of course, we won't use copper, we use braided stainless steel. Now this is the refrigerator outlet. And what else do we have here? And that's about it for the kitchen.